a group of concerned citizens seeking transparency, integrity, and accountability within our government. So tonight, we offer the written and spoken words of the members of this body for the public to hear. On February 14th, Councilman Joe Davis emailed to private citizens and entities a document titled Comprehensive Feasibility Study, Washington, North Carolina, Community Growth, Economic Development, and Strategic Investment Analysis. This study has not been adopted by this body, nor has it been published for public inspection. On page 36 of this study, it states, quote, "The City of Washington has indicated a willingness to share or fully fund the feasibility study as a demonstration of its commitment to the YMCA partnership. However, I could not find any minutes or budget ordinance amendments that approved the distribution of the approximate $30,000 in taxpayer funds. In the study, Mayor Brabo is mentioned 5 times, often described as, quote, young small business owner and a U.S. Army veteran. Councilman Nick Fritz is mentioned 9 times, described as a serial entrepreneur and referenced for leading a $25 million charter school investment project for the city. Councilman Max Peralt was mentioned 9 times as a, quote, energetic conservative. Joe Davis was mentioned 20 times in the study and described as the owner of Scouts Focus, which itself was referenced as an entity 9 additional times in the document. Even retiring NC House District 79 Representative Keith Kidwell is mentioned in the study multiple times. Do you know who's not mentioned in the study? The other 2 city council members who are a voting member of this body. The Main Street Coalition believes these omissions are intentional. At last month's city council meeting, we heard Councilman Nick Fritz say to Councilman Horton and Councilman Tyree, I had, quote, hoped to work with you, but if you insist, we will work around you. And it appears that's not just mafia talk. On February 25th, 2026, Councilman Fritz and Councilman Davis participated in a Zoom meeting with members of the NC Alliance of the YMCAs. At the 2-minute mark of the meeting transcript, Councilman Davis introduces himself and Fritz by saying, quote, we just got it on a few months. We just got a new nucleus of like-minded individuals that possess the majority of the council now. Then at the 24-minute mark, Councilman Davis states, quote, we would hand over the whole recreation department, end quote. Now, let's go to another document, the federal lawsuit filed in October by Mayor Brabo, which in that document, in this lawsuit against the city of Washington filed by the mayor, on lines 148 to 170, she alleges her First Amendment rights were violated and that the city had no compelling interest in preventing its citizens from discussing matters of public concern by limiting the comments on the city's Facebook page, a public forum. The hypocrisy is transparent. Those are their words. When decisions about public assets and matters of public concern are discussed privately with outside organizations before the public is informed, and when public forums are closed upon the whims and wishes of the mayor, that's not transparency. That is government actively working around the people and taking steps to silence citizens on public forums. It is an assault on democracy. They ran on transparency rhetoric that they never intended to maintain. And we, the people, deserve better. And they're saying, Mr. Peralt, that they own you. And until you stand up and you show that they don't, they in fact do. Thank you for your time.